guys, and welcome to our Sunday slot for kids. This week we're going to be thinking a little bit about journey, and the journey that we're going to be thinking about took place on a very long, dusty road. And the road was in the Middle East, in parts of the desert where things don't really grow. And the story is taken from Luke 24 and is verses 13 to 39. And now some of the objects that we have to help us tell the story might not quite be an accurate representation of the characters, but as we're in isolation, we're just working with what we've got. So let's hear the story.
On the road to Emmaus. That same day, two of Jesus' followers were going to a town named Emmaus. It is about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking about everything that had happened.
Hi! Hey! I can't believe everything that has happened with Jesus. Yeah, same, with the dying and the rising.
While they were discussing these things, Jesus himself came near and began walking with them. They were not allowed to recognize Jesus. Then he said, "What are these things you are talking about while you walk?"
Oh, hello there. Hello. What are you talking about?
The two followers stopped. Their faces were sad. The one named Cleopas answered, "You must be the only one in Jerusalem who does not know what has just happened there." Jesus said to them, "What are you talking about?"
What? Don't you know what's just happened in Jerusalem? Nah, I don't.
The followers said, "It is about Jesus of Nazareth. He was a prophet from God to all the people. He said and did many powerful things. Our leaders and the leading priests gave him up to be judged and killed. They nailed him to a cross. But we were hoping that he would free the Jews. It's now the 3rd day since this has happened. And today, some women among us told us some amazing things. Early this morning they went to the tomb, but they did not find his body there. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels. The angels said that Jesus was alive. So some of our group went to the tomb too. They found it just as the women said, but they did not see Jesus."
The Son of God, Jesus, was killed there, but he came to save us all. Something very strange happened this morning. Some women went to see where they put Jesus' body, but it was gone. Yeah, they said they saw an angel saying that Jesus is alive, but no one has seen him.
Then Jesus said to them, "You are foolish and slow to realize what is true. You should believe everything the prophets said. They said that the Christ must suffer these things before he enters his glory." Then Jesus began to explain everything that had been written about himself in the scriptures. He started with Moses, and then he talked about what all the prophets had said about him.
Well, you're a bit silly. Prophets had told you about what was going to happen. You should have believed them.
They came near to the town of Emmaus. and Jesus acted as though he did not plan to stop there. But they begged him, "Stay with us, it is late, it is almost night." So he went in to stay with them.
"You should stay with us, it's super late."
Jesus sat down with them and took some bread. He gave thanks for the bread and divided it. Then he gave it to them. And then they were allowed to recognize Jesus.
"Whoa! It's Jesus!"
But when they saw who he was, he disappeared. They said to each other, "When Jesus talked to us on the road, it felt like a fire burning in us. It was exciting when he explained the true meaning of the scriptures."
"That's so amazing! That was Jesus! I felt very excited about the things he was saying."
So the two followers got up at once and went back to Jerusalem.
"Let's go!"
There they found the 11 apostles and others gathered. They were saying, "The Lord really has risen from death. He showed himself to Simon."
"Guys, you're not going to believe this! Jesus is alive!"
Then the two followers told what had happened on the road. They talked about how they recognized Jesus when he divided the bread.
"We didn't realise until he broke the bread, just like at the Last Supper." So, when we take communion, or when we share the bread and when we share the wine, that's one way that we recognise Jesus, just like we've heard in the story. And we've also heard in the story how sometimes we don't recognise people or the things that are right in front of us. So we're going to do an activity now, and you're going to need your feet. And you're going to need some pens and some paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw around our foot first off. And if you'd like to do this barefoot or with your socks on, that's no problem. So we want a rough drawing of your foot. It doesn't matter if we don't have all the toes, just so we know it's your foot and what it looks like. And what we're going to do is that we're going to write maybe a person or someone's job or someone that maybe we haven't recognised who has supported us during this situation. So it might be someone that we don't know the name of, and that's fine. So I'm going to write down the binmen. The binmen are people that we don't always recognise for their support and for the work that they do. But actually, we should be really thankful of the work that they do and how they support us. So today, when we've been thinking about the journey and about how the followers didn't recognise Jesus, we're going to be thinking about the people that maybe we don't recognise or that maybe we don't appreciate. So once you've drawn your foot and you've written your person inside, that now is a great time to get decorating so we can make it as pretty and as beautiful as you want to. And it would be really great if you felt that you could put these up to remind you of all the people who are walking this challenging journey with you and who are there supporting you, and how important it is to recognise the people that are supporting us and walking that journey with us. So when you've decorated your foot, put it up around the house somewhere and remember those people who walk that journey with you. Have a very happy Sunday, guys. Bye!